Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's meditation. I'm really happy to be leading this meditation this evening. It's always a very special experience for any of us who lead these live meditations. In general, all of us are volunteers and have been doing this meditation, Sahaja Yoga meditation, for quite some years in most cases, some more recently. And in normal circumstances, we would be leading these meditations in, physical kind of classes where we'd all get to be in the room together and really experience that power of collective meditation. But what's been really nice in this last year is that we found that even online, the experience of meditating with others, of all connecting to each other in a higher way, is actually equally as powerful. So I'm always very excited to lead a session for you all. This evening, if you saw the email for tonight's meditation, the theme is letting go of the past. Obviously, in all of these meditation sessions, the real aim is always the same in the end, just to go thoughtless, to reach that true state of meditation where our mind is completely silent. But that said, our subtle system is so intricate, and there is so much that makes us up as human beings. And it takes working through some of that in order to improve our meditations, in order to deepen our meditations. And this is why we have a different theme for every session, so that we can touch on these different aspects, to share knowledge that we have on these different aspects of the subtle system, and also to invite you to explore more, discover more about yourself, and just to kind of incite perhaps a bit more curiosity as to what you can get out of these meditations, because trust me, there is always so much more. Even when you've been practicing Sahaja Yoga for many years, there's always more to the experience, and every experience is unique. So yes, with tonight's theme of letting go of the past, we will be focusing on this aspect that brings us completely away from the present through our attention and through our emotions. Those of you who've been meditating with us a few times before, you will know that our subtle system, not only is it made up of 7 chakras, which are kind of these nerve centers which are placed along our spine, but also we have 3 channels within us, and we aim to be in the center, in balance, raising an energy within us, this Kundalini energy within us, along the central channel. But sometimes there are blockages bringing us out of balance, bringing us into the left channel too far or into the right channel too far, and blocking on these sides. And this reflects in our behavior, in our mental and emotional and physical also beings. So when we have imbalances on any of those levels, it's actually because of a deeper energetic imbalance. So tonight we will be working more on this left channel, because this is a channel which is associated with our past and also our emotions. Why do we talk about the past and the future in regards to being in balance? Because, like I said, the true state of meditation is when we are without thought. And the only way to be without thought is actually to be in the present. If we have our attention on the past or the future, then we're not thoughtless. We're thinking about something, and therefore we're not in meditation. So we have to bring our attention away from the past and the future in order to achieve meditation. And the reason that emotions come into play with this left aspect of ourselves and the past is because, as you know, like anything which creates a memory in us, always has an emotion attached to it. And this can be good and it can be bad. And either way, if we dwell on those memories, then it's bringing us out of the present. And those emotions are often what bring us back into the past. If we have particularly a negative emotion attached to something in the past, then holding on to that negative emotion keeps us in the past. And we have to remove those negative emotions from inside of us. And it's funny because we often don't even know we have them. These imbalances of the left side are actually a little bit more tricky than the imbalances of the right side. The right side is associated with all of our mental and physical activity. And it's quite obvious usually when we are physically very tired or mentally worn out and stressed. But it can be less obvious when we have some negative emotions hang on to us. We might not even notice them until perhaps something touches a nerve, or I don't know, if we're talking about a particular topic with someone, sometimes things will come up and you realize that, oh, you don't feel quite right about that. But sometimes things can go unnoticed for a long time. And that's why this meditation is a very powerful tool, actually, for cleansing ourselves of these emotions, because by using this energy, this Kundalini energy within us, we can cleanse ourselves of these emotions without having to psychoanalyze ourselves or to go into the great depths of our, I don't know, psychology and memories and analyze every little experience from every angle to understand what happened. We can quite simply just wash ourselves clean of it and just let it go. So this will be the aim of this evening, to just kind of give us a stronger left side, enabling us to be more in the present and hopefully experience a deeper meditation. You may be joining us for the first time tonight. If you are and you're joining us via Zoom, please just let me know in the chat now. Just put like a hands up emoji, a smiley emoji, anything right first time, because then I know what kind of pace to go at. If we have first timers with us, it might have sounded like a lot of information in the first few minutes, but don't worry. Even though we do give knowledge in these sessions, it's also predominantly a practical session, and it's about the experience. It's about whether you actually feel something in these sessions, and if you manage to achieve this state of meditation, this state of thoughtlessness and peace within. So don't worry if everything I've just said just went completely over your head. Great, so we do have someone. I feel I'm going to pronounce your name wrong. Apologies there. But I think Jackie is your first session. So hi, Jackie. Very happy to have you with us. And there may be others also who are joining us. And also another Francis, also new. Very, very welcome to you too. If you're not joining us via Zoom and you're here for the first time as well, then don't worry. So I know that there's at least a few of you newcomers with us tonight. So I will explain as we go. So I briefly mentioned a couple of times this Kundalini energy. And what is this energy that I'm talking about? So in the sacrum bone, at the base of the spine, there is coiled this energy, which is within every single human being. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. And if you actually look through every kind of ancient culture and religion from all around the world, it's not particular to any one culture, you will see some kind of representation of this innate energy within human beings, which allows them to connect to each other and to connect to something greater than themselves. There is something common to every human being, whether we're sensitive to it or not. And basically through a process which I will guide you through this evening, a process which was originally designed by the lady you see here in the photograph, who is called Srimati Nirmala Devi. She designed this process of self-realization by which you can actually raise this Kundalini energy inside of you, and it rises along the spine. And as I said, it goes through the nerve centers in your spine, which are called in Sanskrit as chakras. And when it rises through you, and it rises all the way up to the top of the head here, through to this fontanelle bone at the top of your head, which is soft when you're a baby, and it pierces through this last part of your head. This is the moment when you are brought into meditation by this energy, because it cleanses you on the energetic level, on the level of the central nervous system. So all of your thoughts, all of your emotions, all of your physical activity, it's all controlled by the central nervous system. And it cleanses that system and therefore takes away everything which prevents us from being just in meditation, just completely without thought. And so when it passes the brain here, it really brings us beyond our thoughts. And then it actually comes out the top of the head. And some of you tonight may feel it come out the top of your head as a kind of cool breeze, or maybe even a warm breeze. And this is the moment when you are joined to, however you may want to call it, the energy around you, the universe, the divine, in Sanskrit, the Param Chaitanya. And this is why it's called Sahaja Yoga. Yoga is a term meaning union. So you gain union with yourself, with everything else. And this is a very brief explanation of a very deep topic, but also of a very simple exercise that we'll do here together tonight. So we have quite a few people with us tonight, which is really lovely. Some first timers, some who have joined us in some meditations before, but not necessarily in one of these live sessions. So just to let you know, right now we're going to go into our first practical exercise for you to experience the meditation. Then I will briefly return to our theme for the evening, and then we'll have a second meditation. So don't go away before the second meditation, because it's usually an even better experience in the second. So we will begin now, because I think I've done enough talking for now. You're here to meditate. So just make sure you're sitting comfortably. You don't have to be sitting in the position that I am in. If it's not comfortable for you, you can even be on a chair. If it's easier for you, just make sure that you're kind of sitting as upright as you can, so you're not too relaxed or slouching or kind of in a sleepy mode. And we'll start with both of our hands open on our lap like this, with the palms facing upwards. That's important. And if you've been meditating with us before, you'll know that for this first exercise, which we do for self-realization, for raising this Kundalini energy, or for reestablishing your self-realization, if you've done it before, we keep the left hand open on the lap, and we will be placing the right hand on various parts of the body and moving our attention where our hand goes. And just with our eyes closed and our attention within, we'll be asking a few questions just silently within ourselves, and also repeating a few affirmations within ourselves. And the main thing is just to keep your attention inside and just see how you feel at the end of the experience. Just treat it like an experiment. Even if you've done it 100 times, it's still the same experiment. It's still, okay, let's see how I feel at the end of this, because it can be completely different every time. So you can keep your left hand open in your lap. And now just close your eyes. This moment is entirely for you. So just bring your attention inside. take a couple of deep breaths in and out. And we will begin by placing our right hand on our heart. That's on the left side of your chest. Keep your left hand open in your lap and bring your attention to your heart. And you can just ask yourself within, who am I? Who am I? Am I this mind? Am I this body? Or am I something more? Am I the pure spirit? Am I the pure spirit? Now you can move that right hand down so that it's on the left side of your stomach, just over those lower ribs. Bring your attention there. And now you can ask yourself within several times, am I my own master? Am I my own master? Am I my own master? Now you can bring that right hand a bit lower so that it's over your left hip. You can apply a bit of pressure here. Now we will address this Kundalini energy within us, which is a very nourishing, completely giving, kind of motherly energy. You can ask within, addressing your Kundalini, your own energy. Mother Kundalini, please give me the pure knowledge of myself. Mother Kundalini, please give me the pure knowledge of my true self. It's very important here that you express your own sincere desire to know yourself, to experience the truth of your being. You can raise that right hand back to the left side of your stomach. And now we will affirm within, I am my own master. I am my own master. Nothing dominates me. I am my own master. Now you can bring that right hand back on your heart. And again, now you can affirm confidently within, I am not this mind. I am not this body. I am the pure spirit. I am the pure spirit. I am the pure spirit. And place that right hand on the left side of your neck, where it meets your shoulder. You can turn your head slightly to the right. And here we will just say very simply within, I am not guilty. I am not guilty of anything. Don't think of anything in particular, just affirm, I am not guilty of anything. I am not guilty. Now you can stretch that right hand across your forehead. You can lean your head down into your hand. And here within, you can say, I forgive everyone, and I forgive myself. I forgive everyone, and I forgive myself. I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. Now you can take that right hand and stretch the fingers out so you can place the palm on the top of your head, on that fontanelle area. Just press down with the palm. Bring all of your attention to this point on the top of your head. You can massage in a clockwise direction on the top of your head. Just rotate the scalp as if there's a clock face on the top of your head. And again, we will address this Kundalini energy within us. Mother Kundalini, please rise within me. Mother Kundalini, please give me my self-realization. Please give me my self-realization. Please bring me into meditation. Please give me yoga, union with the whole. Please give me my self-realization. Now, raise that right hand a few centimeters above the head. Just observe anything you may be feeling in the palm of that hand. You might feel a kind of cool breeze or some warmth or some tingling, perhaps nothing at all. Just observe. You can bring that right hand back into your lap. And you can try holding your left hand above the top of your head. And again, just observe what you feel in the palm of your hand. You can bring that hand back into your lap. And now keep your attention at the top of your head, as if you were still holding your hand there. And just keeping your attention there, we will remain in silence for a couple of minutes. If you feel any thoughts come, just say, "Not now," and bring your attention back to the top of your head. And then gradually, when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So this was our first practical exercise for the evening. I just want all of you to once more hold your right hand above your head, bring your attention there, and see what you're feeling. Maybe you can tell us on the chat if you're feeling anything, if you're feeling perhaps a cool breeze or some warmth or any physical sensations at all in your hands. Maybe you feel different things between your left and your right hand. Maybe you feel something different close, something different further away. If you don't feel anything at all, then don't worry. That's also completely normal. And after some more exercises, maybe you will start to feel something. And with the Kundalini, the work is almost like training a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes, and the more evident it becomes on the physical level. So if anyone has any questions about this exercise or comments on what they felt, then do let us know in the Zoom chat. If not, then I'll move on to the second part of the session. You can also save your questions to the end. We usually have a really good questions and answer session at the end. The reason if it's your first time, the reason I was talking about cool and warmth at the top of the head, it's because, like I said, if this Kundalini energy has risen nicely and hasn't met blockages along your central nervous system, along your chakras on the way, then it should emit here. And if it rises easily, then we can feel this as a cool breeze. Sometimes we feel some heat or some tingling in our hands or at the top of our head, or even on various parts of our body. And that's because there is just some imbalance on some of the chakras there. And the Kundalini is actually working to cleanse them. And this creates a kind of friction of the Kundalini trying to rise through the blockage. And that friction is felt as this heat or tingling. So that's why I refer to these physical sensations. So Pauline says, I could feel warmth in both palms. Thank you, it was lovely. So I'm really glad that you enjoyed this exercise, because apart from all of the physical sensations that we talk about and the aim of going thoughtless, another side effect of going into meditation is actually the joy and the peace that we feel within from it. So I'm very glad that you were able to experience that. And Jackie, I believe you said it was your first time. You said, I felt a very subtle breeze and tingling in my left palm. So that's a really wonderful first experience, Jackie. Congratulations. So this subtle breeze that we're talking about, this is the Kundalini energy you felt. So well done, you felt your Kundalini energy today. And like I said, the tingling can be that the Kundalini is just working through something within you. And if it's on the left palm, then it's working on something on the left side, which is actually what we're going to be working on in our next exercise now. Hopefully this drilling will stop very soon, so it will leave us in peace. Well, for the moment. Because our hands are actually connected to all of the nerves in our central nervous system. This is why what we feel on our hands is very important in this meditation, because they act as a kind of map for what's going on within us. That's why I said it's a really natural and effortless way to cleanse yourself without having to psychoanalyze your thoughts and emotions and all of the different subtle activities that are going on inside that we're not even aware of. So as I said at the beginning of the session, we are actually working on our left side today. And the left side is associated with our past and with our emotions. And in order to let go of anything, especially negative from our past, then we bring our attention to the left side and we ask this Kundalini energy to cleanse the left side, to take it away. It can even be that sometimes even good memories of the past can, while they seem very nice, can still bring us out of balance and bring us away from feeling joyful and peaceful now if we feel like something was better in the past, or if it creates a kind of dissatisfaction now if we prefer how something was before. So this is why, regardless of how things might have been, it's always better to just keep your attention in the present so that you can be satisfied now, so you can feel joyful about now. So we will move on to the second exercise now, of working more on the left side. The first exercise was also working on the left side because for the self-realization process, we use our desire to raise this energy, and this desire is connected to our emotions on our left side. So we're going to do a deeper work now. And we will start again with our left hand open in our lap. And you can place your right hand either on the floor if you're sitting on the floor, or just towards the floor if you're seated on a chair. And we use the elements sometimes in Sahaja Yoga meditation to help balance ourselves as well, because not only is our whole system made up of all different energetic activity, it's also made up of all of the elements. So we can use elements to balance different aspects of ourselves. And for balancing the left side, we can use the earth element, and we can draw energy from the earth element for cleansing the left side. So I will again now lead a meditation exercise. And as before, we will just be putting our hands in various places and repeating some affirmations and some questions within. So you can see how you feel at the end of this one. So once more, you can just close your eyes. And as I said, keep that left hand open on your lap. You can place your right hand on or towards the ground. And you can bring your attention to the whole of the left side of your body. Even just bringing your attention here, you may begin to become aware of any small tensions or heaviness that you feel on this side of the body. And you can observe how you feel in that left hand now. And if you feel any heat or tingling or heaviness in the hand or any of the fingers, just observe. So now we will again ask this Kundalini energy within us to rise within us. And we can ask, Mother Kundalini, please cleanse my left channel. Please remove all of the blockages in my left channel. Please take away any tensions or imbalances which are contained in my left channel. And you can also put your attention towards the ground. where your right hand is. And you can ask within to this Mother Earth, this earth element. Mother Earth, please absorb any negativity which I have in my left channel. Just in a completely detached way. We don't need to feel bad for anything. Just ask Mother Earth, please just absorb any negativity which is blocking my left channel. You may already start to feel a bit lighter or cooler in your left hand. You can just observe. And then you can place that right hand back on the left side of your stomach. And you can bring your attention there. You can ask within, Mother Kundalini, please remove any dissatisfaction within me which comes from my past. Mother Kundalini, please remove any emotions which disturb my peace, which prevent me from being satisfied. And we can affirm within, Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am completely satisfied. I am completely satisfied. Now you can place that hand on your heart again, on the left side of your chest. And you can ask, Mother Kundalini, please come into my heart. Please remove any emotions which are causing any blockages or heaviness in my heart. Please remove any attachments which keep my attention in the past. Please remove all attachments to what I once was, what I once had. I do not need this. I do not need the past. I am the pure spirit. You can put the hands on the left side of the neck again. And here we can ask inside, Mother Kundalini, please remove all insecurities in me which come from my past. Please cleanse me of any emotions which bring down my self-esteem. Please allow me to have full respect for myself, to not feel bad about myself. I am not guilty. I am not guilty. Now you can stretch that right hand across the back of your head and just lean your head back into your hand a little. We can ask this energy, our own inner mother, Mother Kundalini, please forgive me for any mistakes that I have made, knowingly or unknowingly. Please cleanse me of my past. Please forgive all of my mistakes. Let me not dwell on the past. You can now place that right hand across the right side of the head. So like so, just stretching from the front to the back of the head on the right side. And here is where our super egos, our subconscious, all of our conditionings that we store, that we build over our lives, which can be harmful to us. So we can ask, Mother Kundalini, please bring down my superego. Please remove all conditionings from my past which go against my spirit, my true being. I am not these conditionings. I am not these conditionings. I am not this superego. And finally, with our right hand, we're actually going to make a movement over our body, starting from our left hand, just in a kind of semicircle
around our whole body, going over the top of the head and down the right side. And you can do this several times. And this is just to balance their energy and energetic activity between our two channels. So raising up the left and bringing down the right. You can do this a couple more times. And finally, you can raise this hand in front of you along the spine to once more invite this Kundalini energy to rise up to the top of your head. And place that palm on your head again. Bring all of your attention here to the top of your head. And ask once more, Mother Kundalini, please establish my self-realization. Please bring me into meditation. Please bring me into thoughtless awareness. And raise that hand once more above your head. Just observe what you feel. You can bring it back in your lap. Just keep your attention again at the top of your head. And we'll spend just a couple of minutes more in silence. And keep your attention there. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So this concludes our practical session for this evening. And I've taken you quite far with the time this evening, so apologies for running over. I hope that you were enjoying the experience and that you feel something from it. Let me know in the chats what you do feel. Maybe you're feeling differently now than after the first exercise that we did together this evening. And maybe you have questions about what you were feeling or questions about anything that we did this evening. I'm in no hurry to go anywhere, so please don't be shy. Let me know anything that you would like clarifying, anything that you would like to share about anything that you were feeling on your hands, either when they were just in your lap or when you were holding above the head. Maybe there were some specific affirmations that we were saying which really struck a chord with you, and you felt something within when you had your attention there. It can be astonishingly different every time we meditate what the experience is, because it's based completely on your state in that moment. It's not a ritual by any means. It's a living experience based on what is happening inside you. And experience is really the key word. It's not about believing something or mentalizing something. So I hope that you all were able to experience something good or for yourselves this evening. And so we have Jackie says, I'm feeling relaxed, calm, and possibly restored. That is really lovely to hear. Restored is a very important word there. Restoring is for sure the process that the Kundalini does to us. It's our own inbuilt mechanism for restoring us. We don't need anything from outside other than maybe a little bit of knowledge that we try to share for how you can interact with this energy, connect to this energy, connect to yourself. And generally, those of us who have practiced Hatha Yoga on a regular basis, we recommend that you try to do just a few minutes in the morning and the evening. We've done a very long session tonight, but on the website, on the Meditate Now section, we have some guided sessions, which are just 5 minutes. And we recommend really doing these 5 minutes at least in the morning and the evening. And this really restores for sure and stops the snowball effect of things building up. So you can try that out. So we have some other comments here. So Emily said, I have had little jolts, spasms down my left arm to my fingers, like it's electric. Is that connected? Yes, it definitely is. So I mentioned before that you can feel some tingling, and indeed you're feeling something even stronger than that. Like you say it's like electricity. So this is really, you're feeling the physical effects of the Kundalini working through something on you. And if you're feeling it in the left arm in particular, well, we were working on the left side. If it's up and down the whole arm, then this indicates that the whole channel, the whole of the left channel is experiencing an imbalance, which is being corrected. Because the nervous centers, the chakras, are located at like specific points on our body. That's why we put our hands on specific places, and they're connected each to a finger or a different area of the hand. However, when it's the whole channel, which is generally experiencing a cleanse, sometimes it's the right, sometimes it's the left, then we can feel that on the whole arm even, or even the whole side of the body sometimes. So don't worry about this. This is very normal. And it just indicates that maybe in your own meditations at home, then you can work more on the left channel. And remember that this is associated with emotions in the past. So if you're choosing any of our guided meditations and you're choosing your goal, maybe choose some goals which are associated with that. You can also learn more about the left channel and the qualities of the left channel and techniques for clearing the left channel in the About Meditation section on the website. Maybe a friend of mine can post in the chat here a link for you to the page about the left side, so that you can find out more about that on the website, how to clear it. Sorry, I'm a little behind with the comments here. And we have Jacqueline said, it was very moving. I followed the guided meditation a couple of times before last year. This time it brought me to tears all the way through. I felt the affirmations effects over my body and a cool breeze with my right hand over the top of my head and warmth when I put the left hand there. Amazing. Thank you so much. Wow. What an experience. Can I find a recording to remind myself the affirmations? I have a goldfish memory. Giacomo, thank you so much for sharing this really incredible experience. Very moving for me to even hear about it. Where to begin? So the cool breeze that you're feeling with the right hand, but then the warmth with the left. So again, this is indicating that something is being cleared on the left side. That's why you're feeling this warmth, this kind of friction. But the cool breeze that you're feeling with the right hand is showing that the Kundalini is rising all the way up. So you're really getting that connection. And this kind of deeper feeling inside of being moved to tears, it really shows how deep a level this meditation is working on us. This Kundalini really goes into every corner of our being. It's like I said, it's not something in our heads that we're telling ourselves or making ourselves believe. It really, if you allow it, it can go so deep within us and really show us the depth of our being. And sometimes we don't even know just how deep we can go as human beings and what we can feel within. And sometimes it can show us things which are hard to face, which are very deep within ourselves, and need to be cleared out. And other times it can just show us a kind of indescribable joy that you didn't know was capable of experiencing. So it's really amazing that you touched on the depth of that experience here this evening. And for the affirmations, for the first meditation that we did, those particular affirmations are on the website for sure, called as the first experience. This is the self-realization kind of protocol, and they have the exact kind of affirmations there that we did in the first exercise. In the second exercise, when we were working on the left side, I was improvising a little, so I'm not sure if there are exactly that set of affirmations on the site. But if you go on the guided meditations and choose some of the meditations there, then they will have similar kinds of meditations. So you can follow the affirmations in those guided meditations. Oh wow, everyone is sharing a lot this evening. That's really wonderful. Thank you. So we have Sean says, lovely meditation. Thank you. I felt a breeze in both hands and my head was heavy with a deep peace washing over. So it's great that you're feeling this the breeze in both hands. This is really, really wonderful, guys. Sometimes it takes people quite a while to feel the cool breeze in their hands. So this is a very positive indication that this Kundalini is active within you, and I strongly suggest that you, again, try and keep meditating little by little, because it can become much, much more even than what you're experiencing now. And you say, my head was heavy with a deep peace washing over. So it's really remarkable how you describe this deep peace as washing over, this phrase you use, because like I said, when your Kundalini rises and pierces through the fontanelle, it connects you to this energy all around, and the peace washing over you it's coming from that energy. It's coming from the divine. It's coming from the universe. It's coming from something greater than all of us, and that's why we have to kind of surrender to this process of meditation, because we're not actually doing anything. We use our attention, we express our desire. In the end, the actual experience is given to us. It's given to us by our Kundalini connecting to something greater than us. And that peace, like you said, washing down is coming to us. We're not controlling that. We're not making that happen. So that's why this process of meditation is something very spontaneous, something very innate and something that we just have to surrender to and experience whatever it is. And Emily says, thank you so much. That is reassuring, feels significant. Is this meditation going to be on your YouTube channel? It was so helpful. Would love to work more on this. Yes, we can absolutely put this up on the YouTube channel. We will make sure to label it with tonight's theme so that you can find it clearly, and highly recommend that you do that exercise that we did today several times until you start to feel things calm down a bit, soothe a bit, and maybe you'll start to feel even cool from your left hand, and hopefully any kind of tensions or spasms will subside. So yes, we will definitely put it on the YouTube channel. And Francis says, if you didn't feel anything or wasn't sure, does this mean Kundalini is weak? So this does not mean that the Kundalini is weak, especially, Francis, I believe it was your first time this evening. So in the beginning, it can be difficult to feel anything, not necessarily because the Kundalini is weak, but because the more we raise this Kundalini energy, the more it cleanses our system. And therefore, the more sensitive we can become to feeling things. When we've never raised this energy within us before, we can have every single person has their own thing going on, you know, like no one, I think, really is walking around in a blissful bubble every minute of the day and therefore are going to feel blessed and cool from both their hands without any effort. So when we're raising this energy for the first time, it's the first time that it's starting to go into all of the facets of our central nervous system. And therefore, maybe it doesn't manage to rise completely. So that's absolutely nothing to worry about. It just means that these exercises should be repeated several times to give the Kundalini a chance to cleanse the system, and then it will be able to rise more easily without meeting any obstruction. And the more you do this, the more you will start to feel some kind of sensations from it. So don't take it as any kind of negative sign. And Rodrigo says, it was great. I haven't felt this calm in a while, felt cool breeze and a bit of tickling in my head. I used to practice Hatha yoga with my family, but stopped a few years ago when I came to college. I'm trying to reconnect now. And the short meditations we meditate have been great so far. So that's really lovely, Rodrigo, that you're trying to reconnect. We're really glad that We Meditate has been a help for you for that. The tickling in the head, yes, it's just, as you said, the Kundalini is kind of coming up there and maybe meeting some small obstructions, because we have two chakras in the head and at the top of the head. The sixth chakra here at the level of the brain is the Agya. And as you can imagine, this is the hardest chakra to clear, because this is where all of our thoughts just block us from going into meditation. And we also have these two structures on the side of our heads. On the left side here, we have the ego. On the right side, we have the superego. And so when these structures, they're kind of like balloon-like structures. When these structures inflate, which they do when everyone knows how it means when your ego is up, when you're feeling very good about yourself and not in a nice kind of way, or you have very strong ideas about life. And then your superego, when you're not feeling very good about yourself and can be feeling quite a negative emotional state. So when these two structures inflate, they make it difficult for the Kundalini to pass through and to open this final chakra that we have at the top of the head, called as Sahasrara. So these two centers are the kind of final, well, this center is the final obstacle before being able to open the last chakra, which is when we go into meditation. So I think tingling in the head means that the Kundalini is working on something in those two centers. Rodrigo, also, if you're, I'm glad that you're able to reconnect with the meditations on We Meditate. Also, if you're in college, let us know whereabouts you are, because there are experienced practitioners in many different cities around the world, and hopefully things will be opening up soon. And there are often Sahaja Yoga classes in many different colleges in major cities around the world. So maybe you'll be able to attend a physical class sometime soon and meet some experienced practitioners. I'm sure that would be a great way to reconnect as well. So let us know where you are and if you'd like to try to meet up, hopefully in the future. I think I've been able to answer everyone's questions. Thank you to those of you who have stuck around long enough for me to be able to answer the questions. And thank you so much for sharing your experiences. It's really the greatest reward, as if we need any reward for doing these sessions. It's such a wonderful experience for us in any case. But to know that others are having a great experience too is really wonderful. So I think I'm going to wrap it up for this evening, but it's been such a great experience, and I really hope that you join us again. Like I said, every session is very different, and even if we said the exact same words, do the exact same exercise, I'm sure the experience is always going to be different. So please do join us again on either Tuesday or Thursday evenings, or both, and keep meditating at home. Do your 5 minutes in the morning or 5 minutes in the evening or both. This is the most important thing, that you try to do it as regularly as possible. Trust me, it pays off. Okay, I think that's all for this evening. So have a great rest of the evening, everyone, and hope to meditate with you soon.